Well, hello there, Gemini. Welcome to this reading. I'm Zane, and we are going to be taking a look at a bonus monthly reading for April. So this will literally just be an expansion of your April energies for the sign of Gemini. Now, this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, and if they don't resonate, just go ahead and leave those messages. Also, check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now, Gemini, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a message from someone, they are trying to scam you, and that is not me, okay? So do not get scammed. Also, check out my Instagram. I do tons of content there. Lastly, I do apologize for my raspy, nasally voice. I am dealing with seasonal allergies, so thank you for your patience there. I'm also using a new tarot deck called the Mermaid Tarot. So if you'd like to purchase that, there's a link to that in the description below. Let's see what we have here for you. And there was a card that I believe, let's see here, was upright. Yeah, let's see what this card is. Nine of Wands. Okay, so you also have this Nine of Wands energy. We'll put this in the bonus pile. All right, so we'll put that in the bonus pile. But let's go ahead and also take 3 Kipper cards here. Clarify as we go along, make sure everything's in view, and we'll get right into it. All right, so I think that looks just about good enough to me for right now. Energy on the bottom, you have the Four of Cups. So Four of Cups talks about boredom and apathy potentially. You know, this is an interesting interpretation of the card. As you can see here, this person is literally so bored that it's leading them to drink, right? And the thing is, whatever your feelings are on alcohol, I'm not here to talk about that. It doesn't matter to me. The point being is the Four of Cups represents this person potentially missing out on an opportunity, right? They are so focused on what their boredom has led them to do that they do not realize that someone's saying, hey, Gemini, here's this other option. Here it is. And so when you get the Four of Cups, it is a warning to be careful that you are not letting opportunities slip by you or pass you by in some ways. But it also asks you to realize that boredom is lower vibrational. Okay, the energy of boredom will not serve you. Okay, and if there is some type of action that you can take in your life that can get you out of some type of bored or apathetic state, that it may be best for you to do that. Boredom really is not serving you, okay? If you've watched my readings before, I do not like boredom. And so, yes, let's expand on this a little bit more here. So in the current situation, you have the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords is potentially an air sign. This could be you. Typically this may be somebody younger than you, maybe a child or just a friend or somebody in your life that's maybe a little bit younger than you. I don't know if that's it. Instead, what I feel like is happening here is the other interpretation of one of the others, which is with the Page of Swords, this can come forward when there's news of delay or even disappointing news. There's maybe been a disappointment in your life here that has happened that has led you to this feeling here with this Four of Cups. But I do get the sense that there's a real opportunity for you to break out of this. You do have this Nine of Wands, which tells you to persevere. It says the worst thing you could do right now is give up, Gemini. And so this is really asking you to charge forward and keep going here. Draw a line in the sand and keep moving forward. Even if you've been dealt a poor hand of cards, keep moving forward. I know it's easier said than done when you have that situation, but that's kind of what I'm feeling here. Now, in the problem position, you do have the Six of Cups, nostalgia. Some of you spending a whole lot of time thinking about what could have happened, what could have been, what went wrong, things like that. Spending too much time in the past, okay? And there is this expression that I always love to use, which is when you are living in the past, that can show up as depression. When you are living in the future, that can show up as anxiety. And when you really think about it, the only thing that you can do is live in the now. Well, I mean, you can live in the past, you can live in the future, but those are not necessarily helping you in the best way possible. The best way to help yourself out is to take note of what you have now. Look around, realize what you have now, and realize all of the things that you have to be grateful for in the present moment, and spend your time as much as you can living in the now. And so as the Six of Cups here is in the problem position, I think that is a very important message for some of you Geminis here. Whatever happened, happened, okay? There has been a disappointment here. Part of life, right? Part of life. But you're not serving yourself well at this moment by living in the what if scenarios, okay? The what if, what could have been, did I do enough, did they do enough, what may have happened if XYZ took place, things like that here is what's going on from my read so far. Now, in the past, you do have the Six of Pentacles. This is an equal exchange of giving and receiving. You can see there's this nice flow of money here. There's this nice energy of money. This is inflow, outflow type of energy, okay? And this says that the act of giving is just as important as receiving. Is there something here in the past where, is there something that you can do to get the flow, get the current running again, okay? Take a look at the current here. That is kind of bringing all of this money into being. And so right now, the water here is still with this Four of Cups. Is there something that you can do to get the flow going? You have this flow energy here as well with this Queen of Wands, which we're going to talk about more as we go along. But there's something here around you allowing things to kind of go back into a flow state for you, okay? I'm getting that very, very strongly for the Geminis here at this time. In the past, there may have been a situation where with that Six of Pentacles, there's been something around giving. And this could be, maybe some of you gave all that you could and you didn't get much in return. But the thing about the Six of Pentacles is it does suggest that as you give, you do receive. And so if you haven't seen the results yet, there could be something coming back in the future. We'll have to see what goes on here. But in the future, you do have this King of Pentacles card here. Now, the King of Pentacles is somebody who's well-to-do. This is somebody who's well off, somebody who, most importantly, achieves a high status in their career. You can see that they are proud of this pentacle in their hand, indicating that they have climbed the ladder. And the thing about the King of Pentacles is they have gotten to a successful position by having healthy routines. The Four of Cups, I'm going to keep going back to this. This person is not engaged in a healthy routine. And in fact, their routines are leading them to miss out on opportunities here. And so for you in the future, you're going to really want to really lean in on some type of routine, some type of habit here. Habits are important for you right now, Gemini, on this in this reading. I feel very strongly. And especially if you feel like right now with this Nine of Wands, if you feel like you're losing grip or you're losing a grasp on your routines, to keep going, keep doing what it is that you need to do to put those routines in place and to do those things that can help you nourish yourself at this time. Now, in your thoughts, in your conscious awareness, on your mind, you have this Hanged Man. You got to let go of something here, Gemini. Okay, this person is being suspended in air. They're hanging on too tightly, okay? Look, you have the Six of Cups here showing up in the problem position, which talks about the past, okay? Talks about the past. The Page of Swords in the current situation, being dealt a challenging hand, maybe disappointing news or news of delay. The Hanged Man is asking you to let go. I think some of you are realizing this, okay? I think some of you are realizing that you're holding on just a little bit too tightly here, holding on too tightly here in the future. And I feel like some of you are coming to a healthy understanding of what that may look like for you at this time. And so, yes. Now, the other thing about this Hanged Man, it can talk about giving something up to get something else, right? And so making a sacrifice in your life. What do you need to let go of? What do you need to let go of in order to bring something else into your life? Now, in the subconscious, in the lower row, the hidden or what you can't see, you have this King of Swords energy. This is Libra energy. This could be also your energy, by the way, with this King of Swords. Could be any air sign. Doesn't matter what gender they are. I don't attach gender to my cards. So this King of Swords could be any air sign or any person that has that type of quality. This is an authority figure. This is somebody who probably won't take an emotional interest in you, but is maybe capable of giving you really good advice, sound advice. The King of Swords is somebody who could be a subject matter expert in a particular field. Some of you may be reaching out to an advisor about something, about maybe money in some ways, or reaching out for help in some other way. There's definitely like maybe some type of financial advisor energy here on the board with the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles. That could certainly be the case. We also have another king here, so we have 3 kings showing up. So a very, it's like a masculine energy. Again, doesn't matter what gender you are. But, you know, some type of energy showing up around, I feel like for some of you taking charge here at this time and really putting in good habits and routines for yourself. Now, in the staff, in the direction that you are headed, in your current influence, the way that you are influencing the situation, you have this Queen of Wands card here. Now, the Queen of Wands, now remember I said, we talked about at the beginning of this reading about this flow, right? Take a look here. I really like this energy. Take a look at how the lava is kind of pouring through their hands at this time. And this to me is about idea generation. It's about generating healthy energy. Okay, it's about generating inspiration. It's about generating life force energy. What can you do to give yourself more energy at this time? The Queen of Wands is somebody who's extremely attractive, and they are capable of attracting whatever it is that they want into their life. Not only like if they're single, they could attract somebody in. The Queen of Wands always has multiple suitors. But more than that, they can attract opportunities into their life as well. But, you know, there's this energy here of needing to work on something with this 4 of Cups, this Page of Swords, and this idea of letting go of the past is very important for you, allowing the energy to flow in. In the external influence, you have the Devil energy, okay? Now, for some of you, you're realizing that you can't, you're being given this lesson of power and control. You're being given this lesson of control. You have to let go of those things that are outside of your control. All right, the Devil has an issue with that. And for some of you, you know, this can come up in many different, you know, many forms, right? But there has been something that has happened that was out of your control here with the Devil. And some of you may be trying to hold on to that very tightly. And this could even be showing up as a power struggle between you and another person, as we do have 3 kings here on the board. And so, yes, I will be interested to see what these clarifiers are. We did have this 9 of Wands as well. Now, in the Hopes and Fears, you have this Hierophant energy. So this is about tradition. This is about conformity. This is about potentially organizations. You know, this can be the place that you work, the organization that you're a part of. It can also represent higher knowledge. You know, universities are traditional, you know, are a traditional construct in our society, and you can see this person's hard at work here. And, you know, this can also talk about learning something as well. Now, it can also be marriage. It's a card of marriage as well. I wonder if some of you are concerned about your marriage or just concerned about something like that. I wasn't really getting a whole lot of, are you bored in a marriage? I wonder if some of you maybe are bored in a marriage. I wasn't getting a whole lot of love energy here, but if you're not, then that's not your message. That's not your message. But instead, I feel like maybe some of you are concerned about the knowledge that you have. Like, do you feel like you have enough skills or something like that here? The outcome, you have this King of Wands energy. This is entrepreneurial energy. This is somebody who prefers to kind of run the show, do their own thing, anything like that. But it doesn't mean that you have to. It doesn't mean that you have to be an entrepreneur when you get this card. It can just say that potentially, you know, even if you work for somebody, you like to kind of have. You like to be able to put your stamp on something. The King of Wands is an extreme talent, by the way. And so there's almost this like fear around some of you feeling like you don't have enough knowledge or you don't have the requisite skill, but the outcome is that you absolutely do, and that you have some sort of unique gift to share with the world. And so let's go ahead and clarify this a little bit more here. There is a real need for you to allow things to flow. Like, there's this word flow that keeps wanting to come in. So in the clarifications, we have this 7 of Swords, 10 of Swords, and the Moon. There's been a challenging situation for many of you. Someone could have crossed over here, and you know, I'm not, by the way, I'm not forecasting this. I'm saying that this has already happened, but you can see that in the symbolism of the Ten of Swords here. By the way, I'm not predicting this, just to be very clear. This has already happened is what I'm saying. If it has not already happened, then again, that's just drop that message. But you have this Six of Swords energy, which is about transitions. Some of you are trying to figure out where to go from here. The moon says that the messages are internal, okay? You do know where to go from here. And all you have to do is listen to the voice of your soul at this time. Listen to the voice of your soul. It will show you the way. It will absolutely show you the way. Some of you connecting with sound or with music here as well, with this moon energy, trusting what you feel as well at this time. Let's take a look at what these 3 Kipper cards have to say. So you have journey, official person, and poverty. Okay, some of you, let's get that clarification here. Okay, for some of you, it's like, there's been a significant situation here with a father figure as we have 3 kings showing up. And this idea of the main male, poverty, and also the Hierophant, which can be similar energy as well. That can be like Pope energy or a traditional father figure similar to the Emperor. And I get the sense that maybe some of you are looking to transcend. This is similar to Scorpio's reading for this week, in that I feel like some of you are looking to transcend thoughts around money and around getting your needs met. And this may have derived from the way that your own father looked at money, or the way that your father does look at money, something like that happening here. There is an opportunity available with official person and journey, but you have to work through letting go of the past here and realize that there is an opportunity available to you. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next reading.